episode 7 of Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail. Episode 7. Thank you for joining me. This has been so fun. We're cooking, we're cocktailing, maybe a little bit more cocktailing than we are cooking sometimes, but that's the fun of it. So welcome to our kitchen. It is, like I said, episode 7 of Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail. I want to start this episode by sharing something that happened this week that pretty much was the highlight of my whole week so far. A listener of Jared and Katie in the Morning, the show that I am on Mondays through Fridays, 6 to 10, and then also the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, Jared and Katie, I'm the Katie part of Jared and Katie in the Morning. A listener has been tuning in every single week to every single episode of Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail, and she made me this apron. Isn't it the nicest? It's so beautiful. She said, Pamela, by the way, Pamela is her name, our listener, and she said that she's been tuning in every week and that she's kind of new to sewing and she wanted to make me an apron. And not only is it this awesome pattern, this awesome design, it's also reversible. So maybe next week I'll wear it on the other side. But I just wanted to say thank you very much. It was really the kindest thing that happened all week. And also the cocktail portion of Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail, brought to you by Jolo Winery and Vineyards. Y'all, it's been a long week. I'm tired. You're tired. It's not been a bad day. It's not been a bad week. It's just been a long one. We've had a lot to say. It's been emotionally exhausting. I think a lot of you probably feel the exact same way. And so I thought, what better way to end our week and have a cocktail than to go with Jolo Winery and Vineyards Pink. It's their rosé and it's perfect. It's hot. It is, I think, almost 90, if not 90 degrees today. So a nice cooling light rosé I thought was the way to go. And I do want to show you. So the very first time I ever went to Jolo Winery and Vineyards, J.W. Ray, who is the owner, the creator, the winemaker, he does it all at Jolo Winery and Vineyards. He introduced me to the bag. It's called the bag. The big ass glass. Should I have warned you about language? I'm sorry. The bag. This glass holds an entire bottle of wine. My husband already, my producer, my camera guy, already got into the rosé, so it's not going to hold an entire bottle. And I guess I shouldn't pour the whole thing in here, but I thought it was appropriate for today. So we're just going to pour. Not all of it. That's a good starting point. So cheers. He already has his cocktail, so I don't have to pour a separate one for you. So cheers, Ben.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Also, Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail brought to you by Sprouts Farmers Market. They have good for you food, great for you prices, and of course, Jolo Winery and Vineyards. Fantastic. All right, so, yes.
Jessica says she's drinking Rosso today.
Okay.
Rosso.
Cheers. Oh, okay. Cheers to you.
Got some Chardonnay out there.
Nice. It's so hot. Ugh, it's just so hot that I wanted something light and crisp and refreshing, and so no better choice. Today on Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail, we're going to be making. And just to be honest with you, I get a lot of cooking magazines. I have an entire armoire chest of cookbooks, and every time I bring a brand new cookbook into this house, I feel like a little part of my husband dies. Because he always says, where are we going to put these? And I said, I don't know and I don't care, but you can never go wrong with a great cookbook. I feel the same way about never going wrong with a cooking magazine. I get several. Cook's Country happens to be my absolute favorite. And so my husband, as a matter of fact, got me a subscription for my birthday. For Christmas. But my dad has been getting Cook's Country and Cook's Illustrated magazines and bound cookbooks for years. And they also have a television show that I've been watching for a very long time. And when I saw in one, this is not in this current issue, but when I saw the recipe that we're making today, I stole it. I'm not stealing. I'm giving credit to with a few modifications. It is prosciutto-wrapped chicken breasts with a cantaloupe, cucumber, arugula salad, and there are going to be modifications to the salad. Not so much to the chicken breast, the prosciutto-wrapped chicken, because that's very straightforward. It's hard to, you could maybe add some goat cheese in there if you wanted, but today we're just gonna do chicken breast wrapped in prosciutto. And I'll show you how to make a quick vinaigrette and also show you the modifications to our salad that we're gonna be doing. So let's get started. Cooking with Katie and a Cocktail, episode 7. We are gonna start with 2 chicken breasts. Now the recipe that I saw originally is for 4 people. I can tell you right now, Ben and I are gonna be the only 2 eating this. So I'm going to kind of pare it down and make it appropriate for just 2-person serving. But on my brand new recipe website, cookingwithkatieandcocktail.com, I'll have it for 4 people so that then you can kind of make it fit for you. I do have 2 chicken breasts that, I'm gonna make sure I don't get any chicken juice anywhere. Put this in the sink for right now. 2 chicken breasts that I'm going to pound with my mallet. Just not thinly, not gonna do super thin at all, but I want them to be the same thickness so that they cook at the same time. So let's get that started before I preheat our induction burner.
With an appropriate pan too, though.
Yes. Gosh.
We tested it beforehand.
Learned our lesson in what, episode
2,
3, that you gotta have the right size pan, otherwise, or the right pan that works on your induction burner, otherwise it doesn't work at all. So 2 chicken breasts that have been patted dry. And again, we're just going to, and I will wash my hands, don't worry. We're just going to pound these out to be the same thickness. That really get too much chicken on my hands. And I'm putting them in between 2 pieces of wax paper, cut right, so that it doesn't get all stuck. I did make the mistake one time of using this end, like the meat tenderizer, and doing it, and not only did I get wax paper stuck in here, it actually went down into the chicken breast, and I think it melted. I don't know. But I only had 2 pieces of chicken that time, and I just went with it. So use the flat end. You could also use a plate. You could use a cup. You could even use a book if you wanted, if you don't have a meat mallet. But and I hope that you can see this right here. There's a lot going on in this recipe today. Can you see?
Yes.
Kind of, sort of? All right. And by the way, I'm doing this on a plastic cutting board because raw meat. So we're just going to pound it.
Oh, sorry, everyone.
No? Oh.
No, I just kicked
Did everybody kind of throw up from whiplash?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to pound these to get to be pretty much the same thickness. It's been a rough week. Take your aggression out on pounding meat. I haven't even really been drinking. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Not too thin by any means. You could if you wanted to, but I want this to be a hefty piece. So that's what it looks like. Just wanted to get it the same thickness because you know with the chicken breast it's a little bit thicker at one end, and I want it all to be 160 degrees when it's taken out and set aside to rest. So while I get this started, what you got, Ben?
Your friend Kim said, "Pound it, girl." Kim from work.
Thank you. It actually felt really nice to take my aggression out on something, you know? Miss my boxing. All right, and so right here we have prosciutto, and I am using, and all these ingredients, by the way, can be found at Sprouts Farmers Market. I am using the pre-sliced, like the packaged prosciutto, because when you get it sliced at the deli, sometimes you get pieces that are thin, really tiny, small at one end, and then larger, thicker pieces. So I'm just using the pre-measured stuff because it's all the same size. So in our pan, I'm going to get some olive oil going. And we want this to get shiny. It's over medium heat. We're going to take 2 pieces per chicken breast of prosciutto. More if you like. I think I'm going to maybe have to use some more just because of the size of these chicken breasts. And we're just going to wrap it. And as a matter of fact, I will, because now I'm touching raw chicken to prosciutto.
Yeah, you're going to use it all.
Yeah.
Mary asking, what are we cooking today? So we're cooking prosciutto-wrapped chicken breast with
a cucumber and cantaloupe arugula salad that's going to have just a basic vinaigrette, and also we're going to add some mint in there. Now y'all, in the past I have not been so great about remembering to add my fresh herbs at the very end. So if I start talking about this salad and saying, you know, goodbye, I want y'all to stop me and say, fresh herbs, add the mint, because it came from my garden and our kids picked it and they were really excited about it. So can't forget the herbs of prosciutto.
And Richard just tried to call you.
Richard Harlow,
He's not even watching. You know he's not watching.
A cooking show. You don't know? How are you not tuning in? So we're just wrapping our 2 pieces of chicken breast with the prosciutto. Try to make it look pretty, but I mean, it's not really working out that way. It does smell delicious. Oh, and you know what? I like it when certain aspects of the recipe all tie together. And one of my favorite things is drinking wine and eating lots of small plates or small appetizers. And cantaloupe that's been wrapped in prosciutto is fantastic. So see, okay, all the ingredients kind of tie together.
Maybe an appetizer episode.
I would love to do that. I also, you know what else I really want to do is
Cheese board.
Well, yes, I'm going to show you how to put together a charcuterie board. But I also want to do like a secrets. I'm going to use this, like a secrets, like hacks type episode. Show you fun things that we do. All right, so this oil is shimmery, so definitely ready to go. We're going to start with this seam side up. So the part where I covered completely with prosciutto, we're going to start with that.
Need some more heat.
Going in, yeah, we need some more. Okay. All right. And then, well, that's in there. And that definitely took up every ounce of that pan. So just, there we go. You hear the sizzle? Nice. All right. I'm going to wash the chicken hands. 1 moment, please. Do you have any questions or comments or anything then? By the way, if you're just tuning in, please feel free to leave some comments and some questions, because we're cooking together. It's interactive. I want to hear from you.
You're getting a lot of love on here, honey.
Hey, thanks.
Everyone just saying that they love you. They love to see that you're doing what you love so much, and your laugh is contagious. And
thank you.
you know, I think Derek on here saying he loves your cooking and cocktail show.
Thank you very much.
Yes, lots of love out there.
Well, thank you. I do want to tell you, so we have the chicken breast in the prosciutto. We're going to cover this for the first 6 minutes or so till it's really brown on one side. Then we're going to flip it, cook it for about another 6 minutes or so, uncovered. The goal is to get the prosciutto crispy on the outside, the chicken moist on the inside, and to 160 degrees. So I do have my trusty thermometer. This thing is awesome. You guys, we have a lot of kitchen gadgets. We have a lot of kitchen tools. We use all of them because we buy them or we're gifted them and we love them. This is a must. It is a digital thermometer, right, Ben?
Yes.
Digital thermometer.
Yep.
We use this cooking tool, I think, more than anything else in our kitchen. It's, you know,
It's a fantastic thermometer.
literally, I think you could die without it because, you know, raw meat.
So there's a comment on here. I totally agree with this too. It's from Bryce. Bryce, I get you, man. It's about why don't you have a boom mic and something for better sound quality? We're doing it on an iPhone, and every time I touch the screen to scroll through the things, that's why the shaking and stuff. We are going to work on some better quality, especially if we move to something like YouTube or something like that, where we can actually have a real camera.
Yeah, it's just us right now. Oh, and by the way, the kids, we supplied them with snacks and movies in our bedroom and closed the door. No idea what they're doing.
All orange and yellow foods. So Cheetos, cheddar and sour cream chips, goldfish, apple juice.
What more could you ask for? Not this, because we know they won't be eating that. All right, this is smelling delicious. The prosciutto is salty and creamy, which sounds weird, but it's true. And it's going to be great with the chicken breast. Our goal right now is to get it nice and crispy on the outside and the chicken to not dry out. So about 6 minutes or so, and we want it to be, at 6 minutes, we're going to flip it and go uncovered. While we're doing that,
Christy, the thermometer is Thermapen, and they sell them at, I'm going to say some of your local kitchen stores. You can find them. Great instant read thermometer. You know, it gives you a solid temperature in just like a second.
Okay. I'm rolling the lemon so I can get the most juice out of it. We're going to make a very simple vinaigrette for our salad, our arugula. We're using arugula because it's bitter. It's bitter and it's peppery, and it's really great with the cantaloupe, and it's going to be really great with the prosciutto. So that's why this is looking good.
I don't know what Audrey sent us 50 stars. I don't know what that means, but that must be a good thing for Facebook Live. You know more about this.
The stars, I don't know. I don't get this. I'm not familiar with the stars.
I'll take it. Yeah.
All right. So we
Absolutely.
The juice of one lemon.
Maybe we're gonna be asking people more about Facebook Live.
Oh yeah. You know what's funny is that I use it almost every single day when we're in the studio, and I don't know what the stars mean. I feel weird about that. This is another one of our gadgets that really, truly, I thought, who needs that? Who needs a citrus press? Or is that the official name of this thing? I don't even know. But I love it because it really does way better than I could ever do. And I think the last time I made a vinaigrette, I realized that I should have used a strainer, and so this time I made sure to grab it. All right, here's that. By the way,
Oh no, I'm cleaning that later.
Rachel, Rachel Ray has her GB, her garbage bowl. I got the sink just for the time being. It's just my catch-all for right now. So.
Oh, thank you, Lita. It's 1 cent for each star.
Is it?
Huh? Who knew?
I didn't know. By the way, I could have salted and peppered. We're under curfew again, Greensboro, just in case you were wondering. I'm sure all of your phones are going nuts. We're under curfew again. Best be in your homes by 8 p.m. Public service announcement. I could have salted and peppered the chicken before I wrapped it in prosciutto, but the prosciutto itself is salty, and I do not want to oversalt this, so I'd rather be on the safe side and not salt and pepper until I taste. Vinaigrette, however, different story. So into this lemon juice, I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper. We do the pepper at the end. I'm going to whisk in some olive oil. And this is just super simple. It's not anything crazy. Got that going. And then so, when we make the, when we assemble the salad, the things that I've added, because things that we love to put in salads, and by the way, I do have to give my husband credit for a lot of things, but also he really taught me how to build the ultimate salad. I mean, you did, because I got kind of boring with my salads. I just thought, well, you have your cucumber and your pepper and carrots sometimes, but you can add any kind of nuts that you like. You can add any kind of different fun types of cheeses in there. Play with your vinaigrettes with fresh herbs. Play with your salad with fresh herbs. We got into massaging kale not so long ago, and it really does make a difference. It makes all the leaves a lot more tender. But to this salad, we're going to add to the greens cantaloupe, some cucumber, some red onion, that's an addition, some feta cheese, and some pecans, as my husband says. I say pecans. to our arugula. All right, I'm gonna check our chicken. And we'll see if I have to bump up the heat or not bump up the heat here on one side. So this is covered. I'm looking for a nice sear. I think that looks pretty great. So I'm going to flip the chicken. And now,
everybody can see.
yeah, take a look.
There we go.
We are going to cook this uncovered for about 6 minutes. Again, the ideal temperature is going to be 160 for poultry. Bump it up just a little bit. I think we're doing pretty good learning on this induction burner. I think. I say that and I probably just totally jinxed us. But while that's going, all right, so I'm going to taste the vinaigrette and see what I can add.
Thank you, Nancy. She sent 50 stars as well. My in-law said salad is lettuce, cheese, and dressing. From
Who says that?
I'm gonna butcher it. Lorne?
Okay.
Lorne?
Uh-huh.
Lorne Ferris?
Yeah. That's what she says it is?
Yeah, or that her in-laws say salad is lettuce, cheese, and dressing.
Okay.
I had that moment too.
Yeah, I would say maybe if you're eating lettuce, then that's a win, isn't it? I think. I forgot tomatoes. I always add tomatoes, all sorts of kinds. I like heirloom tomatoes a lot. I think the uglier, the better they taste. All right, so that's your very simple vinaigrette.
Sorry.
Yes. What?
Now, Lauren, I'm saying it wrong.
Lauren? Sure.
He.
He
Yes.
says.
No, I said she said.
Oh, Lauren. Okay,
Okay.
gotcha. Sorry, Lauren. We have our salad spinner. I told you we are a house of gadgets, and we have all the gadgets. I love the salad spinner. I asked for this for Christmas, and I'm pretty sure Ben got this for me as well. Love it.
Perfect. Lauren, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that.
I'm glad it's all been settled. in our salad spinner, which clearly it has been washed, we have, I'm not even going to give you measurements because it's just a salad for two. So I have our arugula. Chicken is smelling fantastic. Cheers. My bag. A big ass glass. Not even sorry about the language for that one. Jolo Winery and Vineyards. Pink. The rosé. Really good. We are going to add some cantaloupe, which again goes really well with the prosciutto. I'm just going to kind of eyeball the measurements here and see.
Janine's on Falcon.
Yeah, hey Janine! We also are going to add my favorite, red onion.
And that was our preferred cooking kitchen.
Gosh.
Was at the old friendly house.
Yep, our old house had the best kitchen. It was huge. We love this kitchen too, but it definitely needs a facelift and a redo because it's small and we spend them, just like you, we spend the most amount of time in our kitchen and this lighting is horrific. The area is small. It's not good for gathering. I have to use the induction burner, which I don't mind, but I use the induction burner so that you're not staring at the back of me cooking the entire time. Which, like, I didn't know I was going to be doing a cooking show when we moved in. Just assumed that one day it would be a dream come true. So anyway, thank you. It's a very sweet little kitchen, but I would do a lot of things to this area. All right, to our salad, I'm going to add some feta. I like to use the feta because it takes on the flavor of all the things that we're cooking. Chicken's doing good, doing great. And we're also going to add, I think this is a piece of the prosciutto. It's right
Oh
there.
yeah. No.
It's okay to eat raw. We're going to add some cucumber that I have sliced lengthwise and taken out all the seeds and then just sliced very thinly. You could do it in English cucumber if you wanted. I like all the cucumbers.
Got a technical question here.
Yeah.
Dawn is asking, why does wine taste better when you're cooking dinner or breakfast? She won't judge.
Or breakfast.
She says, I won't judge.
I like your style. Because for me, I'm relaxed. This is where I am very happy. I'm very happy doing this. And you have a glass of wine, it just is like, you can relax. That's why I think it tastes the best. Now you've made me thirsty. Chicken's plugging away. In about a minute or so, I'm going to use our digital thermometer to check 160 is what we're going for here. All right, our salad has pretty much been assembled. Let me just do a little bit of a cleanup here because I am going to be slicing our chicken breast on. And if my sister, I don't know if my sister Colleen is tuned in, but she recommended last week that I should be doing some plating, so I'm going to attempt it this week. We'll see how that goes.
Molly's watching, but
Hey, Mom.
I don't think Colleen has been on here yet.
Typical.
She'll get on there like right before you get done.
All right, and I'm going to go ahead and dress this because it's a fast meal. It really cooks it's quick. So I'm going to dress this, let it get all incorporated. Mingle, marry. Again, I'm notorious for over dressing salads. So, I thought that was one of the kids.
It sounded like a kid.
I think it was just Maisie and her tail.
I don't know. I'm worried it's over here at the door.
It's okay. So I don't want to do that right now. I'm going to just add a tiny little bit at a time. And probably add the rest of these ingredients. I just didn't want it to become too heavy with all of the extra stuff. But the extra stuff is not bad for you kind of stuff.
Yes, Amanda, I will probably be doing the dishes after this.
How it works, right? Someone cooks, someone does the dishes. I am going to go ahead and add the rest of the cantaloupe. And right now, cantaloupe's juicy, round, heavy. I've always heard that the heavier the cantaloupe, the sweeter and more ripe it is. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but it seems to have always worked out well. And also the smell. When you smell the outside of the melon and it already smells sweet, you're good to go. All right, I'm going to test our chicken. Just kind of put it into, even though we pounded it out, we're still at 154. And this one's cooking a little bit warmer. I'm going to remove this one and let it rest.
What's it at?
This one is, the thickest part. We're at 164. So I'm going to take this guy out and let it rest. Which is important to do when you're cooking meat so that it keeps all the juices in. We'll let this one go for just a minute or so. I know that Ben is nervous AF right now that this chicken's going to be raw. Truth be told, I am too, but the temperature, the thermometer's not going to lie, right? But I see it in his eyes. He's like, what did it say? What did it say? I don't know. It hasn't been there all that long.
I don't know why you doubt me.
All right. Now that this has been dressed, I'm going, you know what? Forget it. Why not? I went to all the trouble of prepping all this stuff. Add it all in. I already told y'all I hated it when you're on the cooking show and the host like barely scrapes the bowl and she's like, oh look, or he. It's all the air. It's all, in the pan, and it's not all in the pan, it's all still in the bowl that you just put into the sink. So, I'm going to use the ingredients. Now that it's been all mixed, we're going to add in the pecans. What do you all say? Pecan? I grew up in Pennsylvania, so I say pecan, but my husband is from the Raleigh, or he's born and raised in Raleigh, and he says pecan, and your grandmother told me I need to say pecan, so...
She's right. She's almost 95. She can tell you whatever she wants.
Sorry, grandmother. Pecan. Add the pecans. All right. Check this chicken. There we are. All right. Take this out and let this one settle.
I'm not getting any votes over here
4. Everybody says pecan?
for pecan. There we go. I got one. Got one now.
All right, so if I'm gonna plate this, I can't. Sprout sign. darn it. Well, what I can do, can't open it, I don't have a plate. What I can do,
Couldn't get through a show without something messing up.
some really bad planning on my part. Colleen, my sister jinxed me. She told me I should plate, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll give it a try. I forgot to pull out a plate.
We got a plate right there. You can take one of the chickens.
Resting, but it's fine. Yes, I can use that one. I'll just move the resting chicken and the pecan piece over here. Pecan. Just put it right there then and let it rest for another second. Oh, you guys,
Forgot the
mint. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do, since I'm running out of space here, you see, not the best design for a kitchen, is it? Take the mint from our garden. Well, this is resting. It's a perfect opportunity to do that. Kids, I asked the kids to go out while I was prepping everything and go out to the garden and pick it. And
they ended up in the front yard.
well, yes, that. But also, they came back in all both chewing on the mint. They said, Mom, our breath is so fresh, we don't have to brush our teeth. Wrong. So, I would slice it normally, but because my chicken is now on my cutting board, I'm just going to rip it up and putting some fresh mint into the salad, which goes really great with the cantaloupe.
Amanda Hobbs, wipe the plate in case the chicken wasn't done. She really likes overcooked chicken because it scares her to have undercooked
No, sure,
chicken.
I get that. Yes, for sure. And let me tell you, if I cut into this chicken breast and it's raw, we're going to pretend like it didn't happen. We're just going to put it back into this thing and...
Or in that microwave over there.
Well, put it back into the pan and just cook the ever-living life out of it. Ever-living something out of it. All right. I didn't forget the mint. I did forget the mint, but now the mint is in. All right, so let's see here. Let me wipe this for you. Good job, Amanda. Good looking out. Didn't know I'd be doing dishes on our show, but...
Your cousin Mary Claire's watching.
Hi, Mary Claire. Hope that sweet, beautiful baby is doing well. Miss you guys. Woo! Also not perfect. Our cabinets. It's a work in progress, right? Okay. So first I'm going to start with our salad. This is for you, Colleen. She's not even watching. I'll be sure to send her the link. Portion of salad. Make sure you get all the pieces in there. The cantaloupe, the pecans, the red onion, the cucumber, and now, fingers crossed, we're going to slice into, let's do this piece of chicken since it was resting a little bit longer. Deep breath. Let's see.
It's only pink for a second.
Yes, Maisie? Maisie thinks she's getting some. It's perfect. It really is perfect. It's all cooked. Look, check it out, check it out. Make it look all beautiful. And there you go, you guys.
It's over there.
It is the prosciutto-wrapped chicken breast with arugula and cantaloupe and cucumber salad. It's perfect for a day like today. It's perfect because it's quick and it's easy and it's light, and it's also perfect with a rosé. So cheers. Be sure to go to my website, cookingwithkatieandcocktail.com. All of the recipes from all of the past shows can be found there, and the recipes with all of the measurements can be found there too, because this was kind of a throw together. Before we go, Ben, do you have the winner of the $25 Sprouts gift certificate? Because Sprouts wants you to also make this in your home. Lauren! Since we had such a hard time saying your name, we finally figured it out. Lauren Ferris, congratulations. You just got a $25 gift certificate to Sprouts Farmers Market. Thank you all for joining us. We're gonna go eat our cooked chicken. Super proud of myself, really. Cheers, thanks for joining us.